All of you concentrate now. Yes. Okay. Here we will discuss in this class the graphical representation of some periodic functions, non-periodic function. Then after we will discuss few important formulas. Then we'll go for previous year question. Okay. So in this class, I'm going to explain you the questions which is related to like integer type, integer types and multiple answers questions. Then after this is 2014 they asked, so which is related to the graphical representation of cos inverse of cos x. And the next we'll discuss of matrix matching questions. Okay, I have given almost 3 questions and the statement type questions. So after statement type questions, like see here, this question they asked in 2007 in advance, and this is 2018 advance. Like that, we will discuss all the questions. Right before that, here see here. First, I'm going to draw the graph of periodic functions. Non-periodic functions are very, very easy. So for example, if I take sine inverse x. So what about this function? Is a periodic function or non-periodic function? Clearly, it is non-periodic function because so whatever the see here in this is clearly equal to what we are giving input, we are going to get output. Output also will be same. If I take x-axis and y-axis, like look at here, right? So x, y, x dash, y dash. Fine. So whatever the input we are giving, we are going to get the same output. Here x can take, what is the domain here? Domain is -1 to 1. Even codomain also y. Finally, we are getting the output. Output also belongs to -1 to 1. Now, if we draw the graph of this here at 0, 1, -1, 1, -1. So if I give input 1, output we are going to get 1 alone. Output also we are going to get 1. Input x value is 1, y also becomes 1. X value is 0, y also 0. X value is -1, then output becomes -1. So if you joining all these points by a smooth curve, sorry, by a line, we are going to get like this. Okay. So this is clearly 1, 1. It is clearly -1, 1. So here the graph cannot be repeat here. It is not a periodic function. Okay. So in the same way, if I take like y is equal to cos inverse x. Okay. So this is also equal to x. Then finally y is equal to x. Same here also x is belongs to -1 to 1. Y is belongs to -1 to 1. Close into that. Right. So the graph will be. So what about the graph here? Same. X dash, y dash, like that. If we give 1, we are getting output is 1. 1. If we give input is -1, we are going to get input is -1. Okay. In the same way, tan also. But tan alone, tan we will get same x-axis. And if I give see a real number, -infinity to infinity, here -infinity to infinity. So everyone having idea about this, I know that. Okay. So real number, like it is all the cases, the angle between, so x-axis positive direction will be 45 degrees everywhere. This is also 45 degrees, right? So clearly this is R. So when x tends to infinity, y also tends to infinity, and x tends to -infinity, y also tends to -infinity. This is the graphical representation of y is equal to tan inverse x. So in the same way, we are going to get remaining. So these are the non-periodic functions. So compared to non-periodic function, periodic functions are very important. Okay. So here, previous year question, which is belongs to cos inverse of cos x. If I take y is equal to cos inverse of cos x here, This is a periodic function. Let us see whether it is periodic function or not. So where what is the domain? Domain will be real number. See, cos x. X can take minus infinity to plus infinity, but whereas y is belongs to what? Outcome is what? Input is clearly real number, but output will be -1 to +1 alone. So this graphical representation is important. The previous year question, which is belongs to this cos inverse of cos x. First, let us see how to draw the graph. Okay. Okay. Right. This is x-axis, y dash. Okay. Right. So here, sorry, what is the output? Is here y is belongs to -1 to 1, 0 to 5,
5, sir.
0 to 5. Okay. It's not like, okay, output is 0, here pi by 2. Here if I take here pi, okay, then here like you can take pi or pi by 2 directly, pi, then 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, and here 5 pi by 2, 3 pi, 7 pi by 2, 4 pi, finally. So in the same way, negative direction, minus pi by 2, minus pi, okay, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi, minus 5 pi by 2, minus 3 pi, so on. Okay. See, the thing is, finally, here y is equal to cos inverse of cos get cancelled. Finally, we are going to get x alone. X alone. So whatever the input we are giving, we are going to get the same output. Output in the sense y is equal to x. So here the graph of, when I give here the values of A and B, see, substitute 0 here, cos 0, cos 0 1, cos inverse 1, again 0. So when x value is 0, y also 0. When if I give x value is 90, if I substitute x 90, cos 90, 0, cos inverse 0 is again 90. In the same way, if I give input is x is equal to 180, cos 180 is -1, cos inverse -1 is again 180. So if I joining them, so we are going to get this is y is equal to x. Okay, y is equal to x. Then next, from it is more than like in third quadrant. What about cos inverse of? You can give like 3 pi by 2. When I give 3 pi by 2, the input will be 3 pi by 2. What is cos 3 pi by 2? Yes, anyone? Cos 3 pi by 2 is again 0. Cos inverse 0 is, what about cos inverse 0?
Pi by 2.
Pi by 2. Then in the same way 2 pi. So cos 2 pi is 1, cos inverse of 1 is again 0. But see here, it will be, there are two lines are there. This is y is equal to x. This is clearly y is equal to minus x. So here clearly it is equal to minus x, but plus 2 pi. You can take, you can give any angle between pi to 2 pi. So here in place of x, finally we are going to get 0 or pi by 2 or pi. Then what about this line? When we substitute pi by 2, so we are going to get like this. When x is equal to 3 pi, it will becomes to, the output becomes pi. So like that. When it is 4 pi, we are going to get like this. So this is the graphical representation of, this is for right side. In the, it is a periodic function. Look at here. For every 2 pi, it will be repeating. So 0 to 2 pi. Again 2 pi to 4 pi. We are getting the same loop. So here also same, 0 to minus 2 pi, we are going to get like this. So this is a graphical representation of, it is a periodic function. So it is repeating for every 2 pi. So what is the period here? 2 pi. And also, okay, we are getting same values alone. I hope that you understood this. I want to ask a few questions here. Can anyone tell that here? What is the value of uh, cos inverse of cos 1? Yes. What is pi value here? Pi value, since we know that 3.14. What is pi by 2? It is 1. Yes.
1.07.
1.72.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir.
Okay, no problem.
1.57.
1.57, sir.
Yeah, 1.
1.57.
Okay. Anyhow, see here, cos inverse of cos 1 is 1 only, because what is the principal value branch of cos inverse? 0 to pi, close interval. Pi value is clearly till 3.14, 0 to 3.14. All of you observe it. So cos inverse of cos 1 is 1. 1 is clearly belongs to this 0 to 3.14. Cos inverse of cos 2 also 2. 2 also belongs to 0 to 3.14. Then cos inverse of cos 3 also belongs to 3. 3 also clearly belongs to 0 to 0 comma pi. But whereas if you take cos inverse of cos 4, the output is 4. Is 4 is belongs to principal value?
Wrong, sir.
Doesn't belongs to principal value branch. Then what about here? This 4. 4 is more than 5. So shall we write here 4 as cos of 4 minus 2 pi plus 2 pi? Like that. We can write anyhow. This 4 is more than 5. More than 5. So that is but lesser than what? 2 pi. Yes or no? 4 is more than
More
Pi.
than pi, less than 2 pi.
lesser than. Right. So like that, if I take 10, 10 is more than 2 pi or lesser than 2 pi? More than 2 pi. Is 10
More
is
than
more
2
than 3 pi or lesser than 3 pi? Anyone?
Sir, lesser than 3.
No. More than 3
Sir,
pi.
more than 3 pi, sir.
Okay. This is very important because in this question, in the previous year question, if you see that, yeah, this question. Domain will be just 0 to 4 pi alone. So 0 to 4 pi output always the principal value branch always 0 to pi, because cos inverse of cos x. Cos inverse of cos x, cos inverse is 0 to pi. And here the question is x belongs to domain. Then the number of points which satisfying the equation f of x is equal to, look at here in this question, f of x nothing but y is equal to 10 minus x by 10. So 10 by 10, 1 minus x by 10. Okay, this is the equation. When I put x is equal to 0, substitute x is equal to 0, what is the y value? X is equal to 0, y value will be 1. Okay, then y is equal to 0. What about the x value here? Yes, 0 is equal to 1 minus x by 10. So x by 10 is equal to 1. So x is equal to 10. Y is equal to 0. So here the points will be, the intersection points on x and y axis are, one is 0 comma 1 and another one is 10 comma 0. Now I'm going to identify those points in this graph. Okay, where is that? When x is equal to 0, what is the y value we got? Yes, student?
0, sir.
Yeah, 1.
Oh,
Okay, x is equal to 0, y value is 1. If this 0 comma is 1 is more than pi by 2 or lesser than pi by 2? It is lesser than pi by 2, so that I'm taking here. And when y is equal to 0, what is the x value you got it? Y is equal to x
sir,
value.
10, sir.
10 is more than 3 pi or lesser than 3 pi?
More than 3 pi, sir.
I'm choosing somewhere here. Okay, this is 10 comma 0. Now you can join these 2 points by a line. Okay, when I join here, students, all of you observe, we are going to get the graphical representation like this. Okay, the graph will be we are going to get like this. This is the graph. So what they are asking here, the number of points, sorry, the question is the number of points to the curve, which is belongs to the given curve. See here, the given curve can meet the given graph of the curve at how many points?
3 points, sir.
At how many points?
3.
Students, 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. The answer will be 3. Okay, the number of points which can meet the given graph will be 3 points. The answer will be 3. Okay, so once you look at the question here, so cos inverse of cos, the number of points x's belongs to 0 to 4, 5, satisfying the equation. So every point will be satisfy the given equation because all the points should be lies on the curve. This point will be satisfied the curve, this point, and also here we are taking the graph from 0 to 4 pi alone, 0 to 4 pi. Okay, students. So in the same way, try to draw the another periodic functions like sine inverse of sine x, tan inverse of tan x. Okay, try to do this. Okay, next.
Can you explain the question again, sir?
Question. When x can take 0 to 4 pi, okay, 0 to 4 pi, the principal value branch is 0 to 5 will be defined by f of x is equal to cos inverse of cos x. The number of points x belongs to 0 to 4 pi alone. It is 0 to 4 pi. Between that 0 to 4 pi, satisfying this equation. 10 minus x by 10. How many points will satisfy the given equation? That is the question. So what I have done here, so here 0 to 5, 0 to 4 pi, the graph can lies between 0 to 4 pi. I have drawn the graph of given cos inverse of cos x, and I drawn the graph of the given line. Okay, like when I substitute x is equal to 0, we are going to get the point on y-axis, and put y is equal to 0, we get the point on x-axis. So I joined them because the graph can be extended. But see here, it is tends to like below the x-axis. Below the x-axis, cos inverse of cos x does not exist. Okay, so how many intersection points are there? You draw the line. The common points to the line as well as cos inverse of cos x is 3. Am I right? These are the 3 solutions to the given. Is it clear? Yes, students, any doubt?
Sir, no, sir.
Right. Now let us go for the next questions. Right. Here this question is find all real values of k for which there is a triangle whose angles have a measure tan inverse 1 by 2, tan inverse 1 by 2 plus k, tan inverse 1 by 2 plus 2k. So what about these are the 3 angles of a triangle. So if I take this is capital A, this is capital B, this is capital C. So what is the sum of the 3 angles? A plus B plus C is equal to
Pi, sir, 180.
5. Okay, so with the help of this, so I want to take like a tan inverse 1 by 2 plus a tan inverse. Okay, for the sake of our convenience, you can better to write tan inverse as T inverse plus tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus 2k is equal to, I'm taking as 5. Am I right? So sum of the angles is equal to this. Tan inverse 1 by 2, I want to take right side. So here you can apply the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Since we know that tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula is what? Tan inverse of
tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus x.
Plus 2k whole divided by 1 minus xy. 1 by 2 plus k and 1 by 2 plus 2k. So this is equal to pi minus tan inverse of 1 by 2. Now this tan inverse you can cross multiply. Take to right side, that will become tan. Okay, the next, which implies, so 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, it is 1. Numerator is 1 plus 3k whole divided by denominator is 1 minus, yeah, multiply this 1 by 2 1 by 2 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4. So 1 by 2 into 2k is minus k, and k into 1 by 2 is k by 2, and k into 2k is minus 2k square. So this is equal to tan of this pi minus tan inverse 1 by 2. Since we know that what is the tan inverse, tan 180 minus theta, you can simplify left
Cot
side
theta.
value. Yeah, 1 plus 3k. Then what about denominator here? 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. You can take the LCM as 4 here denominator. So 1 minus. So this is clearly 3. 3 here actually. Okay, it's better to write one more step. You can easily understand that. So clearly here, 3 by 4 minus 3k by 2 minus 2k square. Am I right? So this is equal to tan minus tan second quadrant minus tan of tan inverse 1 by 2. So tan inverse get cancelled. Right side becomes minus 1 by 2. So left side, now you can take LCM. LCM is 4. 1 plus 3k by, here 4 becomes to numerator. Whatever the LCM we are taking, it will becomes to numerator. Then denominator is what? 3 minus 6k minus 8k square is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now you can cross multiply this. When I cross multiply this to 8, 4 into 2, 8, multiply with 8. So 8 plus 24k is equal to, multiply with minus 1, minus 3 plus 6k plus 8k square. Am I right? So this equation we got, you can take all the terms at one side. So finally 8k square, take 24 is right side, minus 24 plus 6k means minus 18k. Here minus 3 minus 8 minus 11 is equal to 0. Okay, now we can use that. You can solve this quadratic equation here. 8 is there, minus 11 is there, minus 88. Okay, to get minus 88, what are the factors to get minus 88? Whose sum is minus 80? Product is minus 88. Yes, anyone? Minus
22 and 4, sir.
Yes, exactly. Minus 22 and plus 4. Minus 22 plus 4 is minus 80, right? So here, a k square coefficient is 8. So 8k values I'm taking as minus 22 becomes plus 22. And 8k is plus 4 becomes minus 4. That you know very well, these are the shortcut methods. So k is equal to 11 by 4 when I dividing with 2, and k is equal to minus 1 by 2. So here k we got as negative. K value we got as negative. So negative 1 by 2 and the positive 1 by 2 means tan inverse of it does not exist. For k is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 doesn't exist. So k is equal to 11 by 4. It should be a positive values. It should be a positive values. So this is the, okay. So this is k is equal to, you can consider only 11 by 4.
4, sir.
Yeah, 4. So this is the value of,
So once could you please scroll down, sir?
because you know why k is equal to minus 1 by 2 does not, if when you substitute here minus 1 by 2, tan inverse 0. What is tan inverse 0?
Infinite.
Infinity, sir.
Tan inverse 0.
0, sir.
0.
0 is in a triangle, any one of the angle is 0. Is it possible? So that we cannot consider k is equal to minus 1 by 2 as the angle. Okay, students. So that last time I shared that slide, did you get it?
Sir, yes, sir.
So this time also I'm going to share you this slide, as well as if possible that recorded video also. You can go through that. Is it clear, students?
Sir, clear, sir.
Right. Next. This is also integer type question and also very important here. It is important. Right. Why it is important? Because we are going to do this one in 4 cases. Let us do this. See, first we have to write this cos inverse of. See, is there any formula for cos inverse of x square minus 1 by x square plus 1? Yes, students? Anyone? No, cos inverse of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square formula will be there. Okay, it is depending on the x values. We are going to get 2 tan inverse x. Is there any formula for tan inverse of 2x by x square minus 1? No, 2x by 1 minus x square formula will be there. That is 2 tan inverse x. So this I want to change to the standard form, x square minus 1. So I want to take like minus. So this can be written as minus of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square plus tan inverse of minus 2x by, shall I write the 1 by x square minus 1 as 1 minus x square is equal to 2 pi by 3. Yeah, students, since everyone remember cos inverse of minus x, cos inverse of minus x or minus theta. So minus x is equal to always, what is the formula? Phi minus cos inverse of x. Remember that. Okay. And but tan inverse of minus x form is minus tan inverse x. Okay. Already I have written these properties. Once you can go through that. So cos inverse, this is same as minus x. So it can be written as pi minus cos inverse of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. The tan inverse is minus tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square is equal to 2 pi by 3. Okay, it is 2 pi by 3. Now I'm going to take this is as equation 1. This is equation 1. Okay, very important. Based on this only, we are going to find all the possible values of x. Remember this equation. Now, what are the cases will be there? There are 4 different cases will be there. I'm going to write 4 different cases. One is 0 lesser than x lesser than 1. This is case 1. Case 2 is x greater than 1. The formulas are going to be changing for every case. And third case is minus 1 lesser than x lesser than minus 1 lesser than x lesser than 0. Fourth case is x lesser than minus 1. These are the 4 cases. In each case, I'm going to check that I'm going to find x1. Case 1, here x 0 lesser than x lesser than 1. Right, let us see now in this case, what about this equation? Here simple, it is a positive since we know that there are 2 or 3 formulas will be there. Here for example, cos inverse of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square is equal to 2 different cases plus 2 tan inverse x, x greater than or equal 0, and minus 2 tan inverse x when x lesser than 0. Remember these 2 conditions. And also tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square having 3 different cases. 3 different cases. What are the 3 different cases here? Here it will be pi plus 2 tan inverse x, x is lesser than minus 1. Only 2 tan inverse x, here minus 1 lesser than x lesser than 1. And x greater than 1, here minus 5 plus 2 tan inverse x. everyone remember the properties. If you know the properties, all advanced questions are easy. Okay, especially in inverse trigonometric function. With help of these formulas, so here 0 lesser than x lesser than 1, lesser than 1. Even though lesser than 1 means it is positive or negative. X is positive or negative? No, x is positive. Then x is positive means, see 2 cos inverse of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square is what? Plus 2 tan inverse x. So in equation 1, from the equation 1, so it can be written as 5 minus 2 tan inverse x. This is a tan inverse x. This is also tan inverse x. Minus, okay student, here what is the case? X is lies between minus like 0 to 1. So if you see the tan inverse formula, which formula we are going to take? First or second or third? 3 cases are there. 0 lesser than x lesser than 1. Yes. Second one. Am I right? Yeah, this second condition. So 2 tan inverse x. 2 tan inverse x, right? So this is 2, again tan inverse x. Then this is equal to what? Right side is 2 pi by 3. From equation 1 I have written. So now I want to solve this. So this like a 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 4 minus 4 you can take right side. The 2 pi by 3 you can take left side is equal to 4 tan inverse x. So which implies 4 tan inverse x is equal to what? Take LCM. When I take LCM here, 3 pi minus 2 pi, then pi by 3 will take. So tan inverse of x is equal to pi by 12. But x is equal to, we required x value. Here they are asking, the question is solve nothing but find x value. So tan of pi by 12. Okay, student, what is tan pi by 12? So pi by 12 nothing but what? How many degrees? 180 by 12 value is equal to, yes, tan 15, tan 15. So NCERT in already you solved it in class 11. What is tan 15 value? 2 minus root 3. Okay, we got x value when? In that first case. First case we got x value 2 minus. Then I'm going to take second case x greater than 1. Okay. Case 2 is x greater than 1. So x greater than 1 from the equation 1 greater than 1. Nothing but cos inverse is cos inverse 2 tan inverse. First case this is only we are going to get. But x greater than 1, what about tan inverse value here? Greater than 1. Third formula. What is the third formula here? Minus 5 plus 2 tan inverse x. Am I right? Okay. So from equation 1, so here it can be written as, see here, pi minus cos inverse is pi minus same 2 tan inverse x minus what about this tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square? Minus 5 plus 2 tan inverse x is equal to right side is 2 pi by 2. So in equation 1, I substitute cos inverse tan inverse value, right side is 2 pi by 3. Then look at here, pi minus of minus 2 pi. So here pi plus pi 2 pi. Here minus 2 tan inverse x minus 2 tan inverse minus 4 tan inverse x is equal to 2 pi by 3. So which implies a 4 tan inverse x is you can take right side. Then 2 pi by 3 is you can take left side, 2 pi minus 2 pi by 3. So take LCM with 3 2s are 6, 6 minus 2, 4 pi by 3. So 4, 4 get cancelled. So tan inverse x is equal to pi by 3 you got. Then what is tan x then? Sorry, x value, tan pi by 3. What is tan pi by 3 value? Tan pi by 3. Root 3.
Correct.
Okay, student, any doubts here? See, first I applied that cos inverse x, tan inverse cos inverse x minus and the tan inverse of minus x. I applied those formulas. Then we got equation 1. In that case 1, we have cos inverse of x. Cos inverse of this will become same formula, but whereas the tan inverse becomes, give two different formulas are there. Just I substituted, then I simplified, we got. Then case 3. What is case 3? Case 3 is minus 1 lesser than x lesser than 0. Okay, so x can take negative values, minus 1 to 0. Then cos inverse from equation 1, the cos inverse, if you see that minus 2 tan inverse x, all of you observe here, minus 2 tan inverse x. So, and also the equation pi minus, here we will write pi minus 2, yeah. Here is minus already is there in equation 1, minus 2 tan inverse x minus, in negative case, minus 1 to 0. What about the tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square? Again, this is nothing but
Sir,
second
pi
case only.
minus
No.
tan inverse.
No, it is also can take the second case only, 2 tan inverse x, because minus 1 lesser than x lesser than 0 is belongs to second condition. Am I right? So
Sir,
here,
sir. 2 tan
tan
inverse
inverse
x
of,
minus.
okay, no problem. So this is also we are going to get 2 tan inverse x, that is equal to 2 pi by the right side, it is fixed. Okay, then simplify this. When you simplify here, okay, minus into minus plus 2 tan inverse, minus 2 tan inverses get cancelled. Pi is equal to 2 pi by 3. Then can anyone tell that what is x value in this case? Yes,
Sir, 0.
x value is 0. We cannot find. How can you find x value? Is it possible? It is absurd. Okay. So we should not find any x value in this case. Not 0, because no x functions, right? It is absurd. Okay, third case, this does not exist. Then let us go for fourth case, that is x lesser than minus 1. X lesser than minus 1. X lesser than minus 1 means again negative values, cos is second formula. Okay, what about tan inverse?
Sir, pi minus 2 tan inverse x.
Pi plus, see, pi plus. X lesser than minus 1. I clearly written pi plus. So then here, from this equation, pi, again we'll write the conditions here. Pi minus of, this is minus 2 tan inverse x minus of bracket pi plus 2 tan inverse x is equal to 2 pi. Just all the four cases, just I'm applying the properties. So here pi plus 2 tan inverse x minus pi minus 2 tan inverse x is equal to 2 pi by 3. So what is the x value in this case? Anyone?
Not exist, sir.
Not exist. Not exist again. Okay, we cannot find any x value in this case also. Okay, so then what are the solution? X is equal to 2 minus root 3.
2 minus root 3 comma root 3.
That's it. Only two solutions. This is integer type. Every case is very
Sir.
important. Yeah.
Okay, I can explain how you took that 4 cases, sir.
Where?
Sir, 4 cases possible cases.
Yeah. See, what they're asking you. Look at it. Here, tan inverse is there, cos inverse is there. And they are asking the question which is belongs to real number. Solve means here x you can consider as real number. So you can take the real line. You can take, what is the real line? Minus infinity to minus infinity to less infinity. Am I right? Yeah. Here, what is the principal value branch domain of cos inverse x? Minus 1 to less 1. Yes or no? Minus 1 to plus 1. X from 0 will be there. And principal value branch of cos inverse x is 0 to pi. Am I right? So here, for depending on, if you see the graphical representation of tan inverse x, so it will be, we get different values. You get the restricted domain, see it? So the value of the principal value branch of tan inverse should be minus 92 plus 90. That is open interval, minus 92 plus 90 alone, minus 92 plus 90 other than 0. This is the range of tan inverse for any x values. Okay, and but okay, tan inverse is, this is principal value branch, but domain is what? Tan inverse of x domain is real numbers from minus infinity to plus infinity, but output is a finite value. Okay, and from minus 1 to 1, the value will be changing. Like you can give here to here, like tan inverse of x will get directly the principal value branch. It should not exceed that. But x is lesser than minus 1, x is greater than 1, we are going to get different cases. Like it might be get x greater than 1, you are going to get like 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5. Okay, like that. Minus 5 plus that value. So the finally the output, whatever the result you are going to get, principal value branch, it should be belongs to minus 90 to plus 90. If you take like condition like this. Okay, so I hope that everyone having that graphical representation of inverse trigonometric function. Okay, and just now I told you that periodic function, non-periodic function, you can go through that also. Okay, students. With the help of the graph, you can easily understood these concepts. So because I thought that in 5 months, you having some idea regarding to that, so that I started directly problem. Is it clear, student? Real line, on real line, for different values, it will be different cases will be there. For cos inverse, just positive values. And cos inverse is changing for negative value. Only 2 cases, but tan inverse is not like that. Tan inverse x is we are getting different formula, minus 1 to 1, and 1 to infinity different formula, minus 1 to minus infinity different formula. Here it is 5 plus tan inverse x here. You can give any x value here. If you're adding pi, you are going to get the output is open interval minus 92 plus 90 alone. Here right side more than 1. If you take minus pi plus tan inverse of this, 2 tan inverse, because you know why? Because already tan inverse is positive. Tan inverse is positive. This positive value we can adding to minus pi, we are going to get the value between that. Is it clear, students? To understand this, we required actually one more class, like not like this, that you need idea about the graphical representation properties that are done. Master G material given very clearly that once you can go to that. Is it clear? Or any doubt? Can I go for
Sir,
next
no
question?
doubt, sir.
Okay. See, in above question, the formulas are changing in every case. With the help of graphical, the only thing is we have to restrict the domain to get inverse function, because it must be 1, 1, it must be onto, so that only we are restricting. That is the reason we are going to get the different cases, right? Now, let us come to this question. Alpha, beta, gamma. are the roots of this equation. There are 4 different cases they given. I think so. This is multiple choice answers, correct question, multiple correct answers question, right? Let's see here. First, I need to find the alpha, beta, gamma values. Are the roots nothing but if we simplify this, we are going to get a cubic equation. So that only they given alpha, beta, gamma. So you have to think that it will give cubic equation. Now we need to find the cubic equation. Cubic equation, like, okay. So I want to apply a tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. This tan inverse value, I want to take it right side. I want to take it right side. So here, tan inverse of x minus 1 as a tan inverse of x is equal to tan inverse of 3x is the right side minus tan inverse of x plus 1. Okay. So apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. Then what is the formula? Tan inverse of formula. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is x plus y, x minus 1 plus x by 1 minus x minus 1 x. Right side is tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, tan inverse of 3x minus x plus 1 all divided by 1 plus 3x into x plus 1. Okay, now tan inverse get cancelled. We can cancel the tan inverse. Then we are going to get left side is 2x minus 1 by here 1 minus x square plus x. This is equal to 2x minus 1 by here if you multiply 1 plus 3x square plus 3x. Okay, fine. So here, student, you should not cancel 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1 here because it is a cubic equation, you know, it is a cubic equation. So for that, what to do? So here this 2x minus 1 by this value you can take left side. 2x minus 1 you can take as common. 2x minus 1. Otherwise, shall I write this equation as 2x minus 1 into then 1 by minus x square plus x plus 1 is clearly equal to 1 by 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Can I take like this? If I multiply on both sides with 2x minus 1, we are going to get above equation. Here 2x minus 1, I want to equating to 0. And I want to equating these two. So you can write the reciprocal here, x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Now from this value, we are going to get one of the x values plus 1 by 2. Clear? 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to 1. Now you can solve this. Here we are going to get a quadratic equation. This take minus x square right side 4x square. This plus x right side plus 2x will get. Am I right? 3x minus x is 1 get cancelled. 1 get cancelled on both sides. So 4x square, x take right side plus 2x is equal to 0. So what is the common here? Shall I take 2x common? Yes, 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. One is 2x is equal to 0. Another one is 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Finally, what are the roots, students? One is 0, one is minus 1 by 2, one is plus 1 by 2. Got it? See here, this is 0, here minus 1 by 2. Already here we got plus 1 by 2. These are the three roots of the given equation. Let us take alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, could you please explain once again how we got 2x minus 1 equal to 0, sir? This first root.
Oh, okay, right. See here, this above step, you can see this step. Yeah, I'm taking this step. Here equality is there. Am I right? If I take
Yes,
this
sir.
2x minus 1 by this value left side, 2x minus 1 by 1 minus x square plus x minus 2x minus 1 by 1 plus 3x square plus 3x x is equal to
0, sir.
0. Now, what is the common in both the terms? 2x minus 1 is
minus 1.
common. What is the remaining value?
Okay, sir. Okay.
1 by
Remaining is
something minus 1 by something is equal to 0. So 2x minus 1 equating to 0. This is also equating to 0. Okay.
okay,
Again,
sir. Okay, sir.
we'll get this. Okay. So
Thank you, sir.
getting any doubts you can ask please. Because these are the advanced questions. I may go little speed, little fast. Okay. If you're not understood, you can ask. So here, alpha value, beta value, gamma value, you can take as 1 is 0, 1 is minus 1 by 2, 1 is plus 1 by 2. Okay, what are the options are going to be correct here? Anyone? Is it first option is correct or wrong? When I adding the 3 roots, is it equal to 0? Yes, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first option is right. Second option? Second option.
Wrong, sir.
Is this wrong? Are you sure? For example,
Correct answer.
correct or wrong?
Correct, sir.
Yeah, correct. Because when I take alpha value 0, let us consider that. So beta minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus. Right. Then third option, is it equal to 1? One of the root is 0? No. What is the fourth option? You can choose any two roots. Any two roots, the difference between those roots, maximum value is plus 1. If I take alpha is plus 1 by 2, beta is minus 1 by 2. What is alpha minus beta?
0, sir.
0 or 1?
Sir, minus 1 by 2. Sir,
Modulus will be there. Actually, modulus. Okay. Even it is modulus or not modulus also, like when I take alpha is 1 by 2, beta is minus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 minus of minus plus. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to what? 1. Not only that, you can take alpha is minus 1 by 2, beta is plus 1 by 2. Modulus will be there. Modulus of minus 1 will be plus 1. What about the A option is right, B option is right, D option is right. C option alone wrong. Is it clear?
clear.
Right. Right. Let us go for the next question. See here. Here also this is multiple correct answers questions. Let us see here how to solve. Simple question. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse x minus 1 by x minus 2 plus x plus 1 by x plus 2. Okay. By 1 minus x minus 1 by x minus 2 x plus 1 by x plus 2 is equal to 5 by 4. Okay. So here take LCM here. See, numerator LCM, denominator LCM will be same. So let us write here when I take LCM in numerator x minus 2 x plus 2. Okay, numerator here is going to x minus 1 into x plus 2 and plus x plus 1 into x minus 2. Denominator, when you observe here, 1 minus a plus b into a minus b form. X minus 1 into x plus 1 is what? X. Same. Otherwise, you can write that step here. Direct write the LCM. So what it will be? X minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 1, x plus 1. Right, same value. X minus 2, x plus 2. Denominator get cancelled. Is equal to what? 5 by 4. So you should not take tan inverse directly right side. The student can do the mistake this one. So here, which implies, here simplify here, tan inverse of what is the numerator? X square, x into x square, minus x plus 2x minus 2. Here x square minus 2x plus x minus 2 whole divided by x square minus 4 minus x square plus 1. Am I right? Denominator x minus 1 into x plus 1 is equal to pi by 4. Then what do you observe here? Anything will be cancelled here. Friends, tan inverse of what? X square, okay, 2x square. Here, plus x minus x plus 2x minus 2x get cancelled. Minus 4 divided by x square cancel. But here we are getting negative value. Okay, is equal to pi by 4. And in this question, here we are going to get minus 3 value will be there. Actually here x square minus 1 by x square minus 4 value is greater than 0. Here this can be written as pi minus tan inverse of 2x square minus 4 by 3 is equal to pi by 4. We will get this property. Again, to understand that, you should have idea about the property again. Okay, different case. Okay, so which implies, because negative value is there, so which implies, so this tan inverse I want to take right side, pi by 4 I want to take left side. So pi minus pi by 4. Students, here pi ordered
3 pi by 4.
Yeah, that is directly can write 3 pi by 4 is equal to tan inverse of 3x square minus 4 by 3. Tan inverse take left side. So 2x square minus 4 by 3 is equal to tan 3 pi by 4 value is minus 1. Am I right? Minus 1, which
Correct.
implies 2x square is minus 4 is equal to minus 3. Then 2x square is equal to plus 1. X square value is 1 by 2. Then x value is plus or minus 1 by 2. Am I right? Am I right?
Correct, sir.
So what are the correct answers here in given option? Multiple correct answers. First and
C, sir.
A and C. A is right, C is right. Okay. Simple.
Yes,
I
sir.
applied that, but this property alone you have to remember. This question already we have done it. So now let us go for the next question. So here, match the items of the column 1 with the items of column 2. They're given
So-
2 columns. Yes.
Sir, in the previous question, sir, even if we take tan inverse to the other side, we'll get the same answer, no, sir.
Sir,
think-
actually tan inverse of minus is minus tan inverse, sir. You wrote pi minus tan inverse, sir.
Right here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's under 2 cases. Like as you said, in above cases we have written. See, it's depending on the domain value. Like as you said, tan inverse of minus x is, what is the formula actually? Minus tan inverse x. That already starting itself I have written. If you do like this also, you'll get the answer actually. Because of the reason we are going to get the right side is minus 1. Then in this case, what is the answer you are getting? See, what is the when x is
Same only, sir.
same only?
Yes, sir.
Minus tan inverse of yeah, we'll get same. That you have to try in this way. See, here the thing is, what is the in this question? What about x square minus 1 by x square minus 4 for any x values? Is it greater than or lesser than 1? Lesser than 1. Substitute some values. Here denominator we are getting the negative. Okay, minus 3. That's as you said, tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan inverse of x. We'll write Yes. One way we can write in both the ways. If you apply the directly, you'll get the answer. Even if you take this condition also, we'll get same answer. Clear? That we will discuss actually again that comes under different cases, like some concept is there. I hope that now we don't have time to discuss that concept. Anyhow, in case further classes we get it time, we'll discuss about all the cases. Concept, complete concept. I hope that everyone having no doubt at all. Okay, coming to this question. Matrix matching question. Yes. So now, let us see here. They given a column 1, column 2, then we have to match the items both the columns, right? Let us see here when it will be 3 pi, student. When it will be 3. Okay, let us substitute some value, lambda value, mu value, gamma value. Yes. Anyone?
So we
Let's
can take lambda equal to mu equal to gamma equal to pi. Oh, sorry, minus 1.
minus
1.
1. Wonderful. See, cos inverse of minus 1 is what? Pi. Cos inverse of minus 1 is pi. Cos inverse of minus 1 pi. Right. As you said, pi plus pi plus pi, it will be 3 pi. Cos inverse of 1, cos inverse of 1, cos inverse. So this value should be minus 1. So in first case, if I substitute that value, what is the answer? Minus 1 into minus 1, minus 1 into minus 1, minus 1 into minus 1. This is equal to 3. Am I right? This is option 1 is easy. So the answer will be 3. Because column 2 is given very clearly. Okay, right. 3 is the right answer. Then second one, summation I is equal to here. In the question, actually, they have to give xi, cos inverse xi. Then can you try this question? Second one. Summation I is equal to 1 to 10, cos inverse of xi is equal to 0. Okay, when I expand this, cos inverse of x1 plus cos inverse of x2 plus cos inverse of x3,
55,
so on.
sir.
Cos inverse of x10 is equal to what? Right side is yes.
55, sir.
I didn't get you. Can you repeat again?
Sir, is the answer 55?
Answer 55. Is there any 55? No. No, there is no 55. Yet till 10 terms, it is very easy. Again, see what is RHS. Just observe the RHS. If you are adding all the values, what it should be? It must be 0. Okay, for what value of x1, x2, x1, x2, x3 is equal to x10, you want to substitute. For what value of x1, it will be 0. Cos inverse of cos 0 is what? 1.
1.
Then cos inverse 1 is, if all the values is 0, then only right side becomes 0, no?
Yes,
And
sir.
it will become this must be 0, this must be 0, this must be. If any one of the value is non-zero, we don't get RHS value. Either we can get some value is positive, some value is negative, but equal. But when I take all values is equal to 1, when I take x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 1, so on x10 is equal to 1, then what about that LHS? When I take 1, cos inverse 1, 0, cos inverse 1, 0, cos inverse 1, 0. Finally, all values is equal to 1. So, but what is the question here? Summation I is equal to 1 to 10 xi. Expand this. When I expand this value they are asking. With the help of first summation, you have to find x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x10 values. Then in that second summation, you have to substitute. If I expand here, x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus so on plus x10. What about this value? x1 is 1, x2 is 1, x3 is 1 plus so on, x10 also 1. Then what about sum of these values? How many terms are there? 10, x1 to x10. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 10 times. The answer will be 10. Is it right? 20. Is it right? For x1 value is 1, x2 value is 1, x10 value is 1, then only LHS becomes 0. It is equal to RHS. The same x1, x2, x3, x10 values I am substituting here. Finally, the sum becomes 10. So second one, B is here A is tends to S, B is matching to R. Let us see then third, like C. C option also we can do in the same way. Anyone can tell that what are the, at least here, if I expand this summation till 2n here, till 2n here, not 2 pi here, 1 to I is equal to 1 to 2n. When I expand here, sine inverse of x1 plus sine inverse of x2 plus so on, sine inverse of x2n. It must be equal to n pi. It is very logical question and very easy question. See here, again, for what values of this x1, x2, x3, so on, x2n, you are going to get n pi. Anyone? N pi, any pi?
1.
1. Okay, when I take x1 value is 1. What about sine inverse 1, student? Sine inverse 1 value is?
Pi by 2.
Pi by 2. Okay. What is x2 value you want to take? Okay, x1 is 1. Sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. Then x2?
1.
Okay, it is also 1, nothing but it is pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So on, pi by 2. Pi by 2 is repeating how many times here?
2n
Pi by 2
times.
plus pi. How many times?
2n times.
2n times. So that shall we write here like 2n into pi by 2? We can write that. Pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Here 1 is repeated 10 times. In above 1, we written 10 times. Here pi by 2 is repeated 2n times. We'll write 2n into pi by 2. So 2 to get cancelled. See here, we got LHS equal to RHS. We got n pi here. N pi is equal to n pi. So x is equal to, x1 is equal to 1. Then x2 is equal to 1. x3 is equal to 1. So on. x2n is equal to 1 is satisfying the given condition. So now what is the value we need to find? Then what is the answer? If I expand this summation, expand the summation all of you, then we'll get x1 plus x2 plus so on x2n. Value is what amount? Anyone? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus how many times? 1. How many times? 2n times. What is the answer then?
2n.
2n.
Then C is matching to P. C to P. The remaining one must be D is mapping to Q. Even it's D option you can do. X is equal to, you can substitute some sine theta, which implies that theta is equal to sine inverse x. You can try this. You'll get directly. So sine theta root 3 by 2 can be written as cos of pi by 6 minus root over 1 minus sine square is cos square. Cos x into 1 by 2. That is can be written as sine pi by 6. So finally we'll get like this. So sine inverse of theta minus pi by 6 will get sin sin. Theta value I get sin inverse 6. Directly we'll get this. Can you try that question? Students? Can you able to do that? Okay, you can try that. Any doubts in this question? It's a logical question, right? This kind of question they'll ask in the let us see in previous clear questions also, no problem. So here indirectly we are solving 4 questions. Am I right? Right. So what about the first one? Anyone? A is mapping to. You can match here column 1 and column 2. For the sign of 5 by 3 minus. Okay, sine inverse of minus x is what? Sine inverse of minus theta. Minus sine inverse x. So minus into minus plus. It can be the sine inverse of 1 by 2. So sine of 5 by 3 means 60. 60 plus sine inverse 1 by 2 value. Anyone? Sine inverse 1 by 2. Is 30. So sine 90. Sine 90 value is 1. So is A to R. Next. Can you try this of B? B is cos of cos inverse of minus. Okay, here minus root 3 by 2 is belongs to which quadrant? Like cos of like negative value which is belongs to second quadrant. And also since we know that the principal value branch of cos inverse is 0 to pi. 0 to pi, negative value, cos is negative in second quadrant. Cos inverse of this value. What should we write here? Cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2 value is what? Cos 150. What is cos 150? Minus root 3 by 2. This is 150. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So cos inverse of cos 150. I'm writing like this and plus pi by 6. Pi by 6 nothing but 30. Cos inverse cos get cancelled. Finally, cos of 150. Here it is 150 plus 30. Nothing but cos 180. Either you can write in radians or degrees because it is objective. Okay. So cos 180 value is minus 1. So it's B is mapping to S. Then what about which is easy to simplify here, C or D? Yes. Here we can easily simplify D. Okay, let's see here. In previous class, we have seen the transformation. Sine inverse to tan inverse. Okay, sine inverse of 4 by 5 is equal to tan inverse of what? Anyone? Sine inverse opposite by hypotenuse adjacent to 3. 4 by 3. Simple. So just you can substitute, replace here. So tan of 2 into tan inverse 4 by 3. So here, if you want, you can apply tan 2 theta formula. It is same as tan of 2 theta. What is tan 2 theta formula, student? Tan, this is 2, this is theta. 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. Am I right? So apply this. Theta value is tan inverse 4 by 3. So 2 tan of tan inverse 4 by 3. Theta value is 4 by tan inverse 4 by 3 by 1 minus tan of tan inverse 4 by 3, the whole square. See here, tan inverse cancel. Here tan inverse cancel. Finally 2 into 4 by 3 by 1 minus 4 by 3 whole square, that is 16 by 9. So here 8 by 3 by, downside is when I take LCM 9 16 by 9. So here, what is the answer then? Here 3 ones are 3 threes are. Finally, when I 3 becomes to numerator, 8 into 3 by minus 9 minus 16 minus 7. So here we got minus 24 by 7. Is there any option? Yes. D is mapping to Q. Then whatever this C is mapping to surely P. Sorry, this P. See, anyone, how can you simplify this C? C is quite difficult to find this value. Anyone? So when we find 3 values, obviously the fourth value becomes the P only. So what I've done in fourth option, tan of 2 sin inverse I transfer to tan inverse. Then after I applied tan 2 theta formula, 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square. Finally, we got directly answer. But whereas if you want to do that, this question, tan of 1 by 2, in this case, you have to do like this. I'm going to solve. Fine. See, tan of this 1 by 2 cos inverse root pi by 3, I want to consider as some theta. Let us see if we consider as theta, what will happen, right? At 1 by 2 cos inverse root pi by 3 is equal to theta. Then 2 you can cross multiply 2 theta. Cos you can take, so cos 2 theta is equal to, you are going to get root 5 by 3. This is cos 2 theta. What is cos 2 theta in terms of cos? Shall I write 2 cos square theta minus 1? Cos 2 theta formula is 2 cos square theta minus 1, root 5 by 3. Take this minus 1 right side. 2 cos square theta is equal to root 5. It will becomes plus 1 by 3 by plus 1. So root 5 plus 3 by 1. Otherwise, you do one thing, this cos 2 theta I can write as 1 minus tan square by 1 plus tan square. 1 minus tan square, you will get directly tan value. So that is better. Even in this case also, after finding cos, you need to find tan again. So why don't you substitute here 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta is equal to root 5 by 3. And then you can cross multiply 3 minus 3 tan square theta is equal to root 5 plus root 5 tan square theta. You can take all tan square theta values at one side. So root 5 plus 3 is equal to root 5 minus 3. So into left side is tan square. So tan square theta is equal to root 5 minus 3 by root 5 plus 3. It's better to rationalize here. Root 5 minus 3 by root 5 minus 3. So numerator is root 5 minus 3 the whole square. By denominator a square minus b square 5 minus. Here, what is the answer? Okay. 5 minus 9. Minus 4 will get. 4 will get. Anyhow, denominator minus 4. Numerator a minus goes to 5 plus 3 minus. What is 2ab?
Sir, 5 plus 9, sir.
Okay, 5 plus 5. So 14 minus 6 root 5 by students minus 4. This is clearly 7 minus 3
By minus.
by minus 2. When I take here 3 root 5 minus 7 by 2.
Yes, sir.
But the option is what? What is the option they given? 3 minus root 5 by 2. 3 minus root 5 by 2. I think we may done somewhere any mistake here. Yes. Yes, simplification you can do very carefully, we'll get the answer. Okay. Or else you can go through that 2 cos square minus 1. In that case also you'll get very easily.
Minus of 5 plus 3 into tan square theta equal to 2 pi minus 3.
Got the answer?
Tan theta equal to 3 minus.
Exactly. 3 minus root 5. We'll get by taking somewhere we may take sin is by 2. Surely we'll get. Okay. The answer will get like this. 3 minus final answer. 3 minus root 5. Otherwise, if you want, I can do it now. You can see once clearly, you get the definitely get the answer, right? Next, statement type questions. This is also like see here. The following questions consist of 2 statements. Okay. So one is statement 1, another one is statement 2. You have to examine these 2 statements carefully and decide if the statement 1 and the statement 2 are individually true, and if so, whatever the statement 2 is the correct explanation of for the statement 1, select your answer to these items using the codes given below. Then select the correct options. See, first option will be both first and second individual be true, and the second one is the correct explanation of first one. Second one is a property, and mostly first one is a question which is related to that property. And the second one is first and second are individually true. It's second one is not the correct explanation of first one. Third will be first is true, but second is false. First is false, but second is true. Okay, right now. See, first a statement they given. Let us see first whether statement is correct or not. Correct or not. Statement is correct or not. That we have to see. Okay, so if I take that statement first, cosecant inverse x lesser than secant inverse of x. Shall I write here secant inverse of x as pi by 2 minus cosecant inverse of x? Yes or no? Since the property, what is the property? Cosecant inverse x plus secant inverse of x is clearly equal to what? Pi by 2. With the help of this property, we can write. Then, see here, take cosecant, let's say 2 cosecant inverse x is lesser than pi by 2. Then 2 you can cross multiply here, we are going to get pi by 4. So when you multiply to cosecant inverse, all of the students, all of you observe it, multiply with cosecant. Cosecant of cosecant inverse x, it is a pi by 2 is belongs to first quadrant. See, in first quadrant, what about cosecant? Is that decreasing function or increasing function? 0 to pi by 2.
Increasing function.
Increasing. What is cosecant 0? Cosecant 0.
No, infinity. Decreasing function, sir.
It is a decreasing function.
Yes, sir.
Okay, infinity to till we get 1. So when we
Yes.
multiply with cosecant, lesser than becomes greater than. Greater than cosecant of pi by 4. Very carefully how to do here. Cosecant cancel here. X greater than. What is cos 45? Cos 45.
1 by root 2.
Is it cosecant 45 is 1 by root 2 or root 2?
Root 2.
Root 2. Yes or no? It is a root 2. But what is the condition they given here? we got x greater than root 2 if we take the condition cosecant inverse x is lesser than secant inverse. When I take this condition, finally I got x greater than root 2, but they given x lesser than root 2. Is the statement 2 is true? Yes, students. Statement itself, it is wrong. So second one is wrong. But see here, this is right. If we take the same values, cosecant inverse x is, if we take greater than secant inverse x, definitely you are going to get the correct option. So this is absolutely wrong, right? So cosecant inverse x is same in both the cases. 1/2 plus 1/√2. The statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is wrong. So that what is the C option is correct. So first one is C. First one is C. Okay. It is in first, right? And also coming to the second one. Statement 1 is the value of tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3 is equal to 3 pi/4. Statement 2 is they given the property. First of all, is this property is correct? Do you know this property like x greater than 0, y greater than 0, xy, product of xy is greater than 1, is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to 5 plus tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. It is direct property. It is the direct property. It is correct property they given. This is right property. With the help of this right property, let us check here. When I take x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, whether we are going to get LHS equal to RHS or not. Let us do the statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1 or not. Okay, tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3. It is same as tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. If I use this 5 plus tan inverse 5 plus tan inverse x plus y, like 5 by 2 plus 3 by 1 minus 6. Okay, so then is it 3 pi/4? Okay, anyhow you can take tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. So tan inverse of 2 plus 3 by 1 minus 6. So tan inverse of 5 by minus 5, tan inverse of minus 1. Finally, when I simplify this question, I'm taking LHS. So is tan inverse of minus 1 is equal to 3 pi/4 or not? Students, what is tan inverse of minus? The statement is true. I apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. Yes. What about tan inverse minus 1? 135, that is 3 pi/4. Even if you apply also, you are going to get 5 minus. So, here, minus pi/4 we will get. Okay, because minus will be there. See here, pi plus. If you get any doubts, you can write as, I'm taking directly, I'm not writing minus pi/4. If you apply this property here, 5 plus, actually your doubt is, so tan inverse minus 1 also can be written as minus pi/4 also now. But minus pi/4 does not belong to principal value branch of tan inverse. So if you apply this property, see a tan inverse of minus 1 will get. Now you can write the minus pi/4, 3 pi/4. Got the answer? So we got LHS equal to RHS. Right. Here the thing is this third one and fourth one. Fourth one, if you see the fourth one, what about this tan inverse x plus cot inverse x? Which one is correct among? Statement 1 is the formula. Statement 2 is also a property. Which is the property is correct? Here they given x belongs to R. X belongs to R. For every real number, it is correct. It is true. Is that right or wrong? Anyone? Is that right? Yes, it is absolutely right. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, always pi by 2 sin inverse x sin inverse y. That's for that some particular domain will be there, but tan inverse domain is R. Tan inverse domain is R. Cot inverse domain is R. So that for every real number it is equal to pi by 2. But in the statement 1, just it is only true. See, if tan inverse 1 by x can be written as cot inverse x. Cot inverse x. Okay. So tan inverse x plus cot inverse x, again pi by 2. But statement 1, they given x lesser than 0 alone. Nothing but for only negative values of x, tan inverse x plus tan inverse 1 by x is equal to pi by 2. It should not take any positive value, so that, but it is true for every real number. So this is not x lesser than 0. Not only x lesser than 0. So statement 1 is false. It is for every real number, it is true. For every real number. Just here they mention only negative value, so that first one is false, second one is true. So D option is correct. And let us see the third one. Third statement. When you observe this one, this question here, all of you see here, sin inverse, very important.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, in statement 1 of fourth question, they did not mention it's not.
they did not.
Sir, they mentioned if only, no, sir. It can be also, how to tell, sir?
Okay, if condition only you are saying that. Okay, if x
Sir,
lesser
according
than,
to it's correct only, no, sir. If x less than 0, it is satisfied. If they give if and only, no, sir, it means only x less than 0.
so you are saying that only if, so that for negative values also it is satisfied.
Yes, sir.
Negative values also is satisfying, as well as positive. Actually, x belongs for it is satisfying, but they give an if nothing but just we need to check for only negative values. As for your, okay,
Sir, he's meaning like we need to check
yes,
whether.
for only lesser than 0. In case if x is a negative value, whether the statement is true or not. Am I right? Okay,
So he's saying that they have not given it is not true for x greater than 0. They have given it's true for x less than 0. So.
in that case it is false. In that case it is false. Okay, but if you want to check only for negative values, it is true. But if x lesser than 0, for only x lesser than 0, this condition is correct. X greater than 0, it may or may not correct, in the sense it is wrong. In that case only I said that it is also give that if x lesser than 0, in case it is positive, it is okay. But x greater than 0 also it is true. That condition is not given here. So that I said it is false. We have to think in both ways. If x lesser than 0 alone it is correct, means it is false, because x greater than 0 also it is true. So for every real number it is true. But they given here with the help of this, see, with the help of statement 2 itself, we have to check the statement 1. Statement 2 is for every real number. If it is not for every real number, it is only for x lesser than 0, it is true. That case, okay, you can consider. But here, with the help of statement 2 is correct, but they given just if x lesser than 0, only one case they mention, statement 1. That's the reason it is false, I say. It should follow statement 2. Just see here whether statement 2 is correct explanation of statement 1 or not. Okay, statement 2 are saying that for every real number, but statement 2 saying that. Statement 1 just they given x lesser than. It is false. Is it clear now?
Correct, sir.
Okay. With the help of statement 2, you have to check that statement 1. Okay, fine. Now, what about this? This is very like logical one compared to remaining 3. See here, they given domain just 0 to 1, open interval 0 to 1. So in that case, statement 2 is sine inverse x greater than tan inverse of y for x greater than 1. First, we have to check whether statement 2 is correct or not. In every statement, first we can go for statement 2. Statement is 2 is true, then we have to check the statement 1. With the help of statement 2, check that statement 1 whether it is correct or not. Okay, right. See here, sine inverse x. Can you tell me sine inverse x in terms of tan inverse? Sine inverse of x by 1 opposite by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 1. Tan inverse is by opposite means x by what is adjacent? Hypotenuse 1, opposite is x. Hypotenuse is, shall I take 1 minus x square? Yes, students. Is it clear? I transferred like sine inverse in terms of tan inverse. Okay, this is correct. See here, in the interval is just 0 to 1. 0 to 1 alone. 0 to 1 for every x here, like you can substitute 1 by 2. Tan x is a increasing function in first quadrant. Okay. The value is increasing. The value is increasing. Tan inverse x also increasing. For example, x lesser than y. Tan inverse x is lesser than tan inverse y alone. So here, it is clearly greater than tan inverse x because you know x by root over 1 minus x square is greater than to x. So that tan inverse x by root over 1 minus x square is greater than tan inverse of x. You can take any value from 0 to 1. I'm taking here x is equal to 1 by 2. Substitute x is equal to 1 by 2 here. Is left side is greater than to right side or not? And clearly x greater than y already given. Shall I write this is greater, tan inverse x is greater than tan inverse y? Because x greater than y, they only given already. Finally, if I compare first and last, so finally we proved that sine inverse x is always greater than tan inverse y when x is greater than y, for x greater than y. In this interval, the domain is very important. They give it just more than 0, lesser than 1. For those values only it is true. Okay, it is true. So statement 2 is correct. Then statement 1 is correct or not? To say that statement 1 is correct, you know, this 1 by root e must be greater than 2. Let us take this is x, this is y. Is x greater than y? All of you check it. Is 1 by root e is greater than 1 by root pi? For that, I'm taking e and pi. E pi. What is the highest value over here? E or pi? E lesser than pi. Am I right? 3.1 for 2.71 something. So here then root e lesser than root pi. So 1 by root e then greater than 1 by root pi. Is it clear? Yes or no? Then this is x clearly, this is y. When x greater than y, you can take sine inverse. Here tan inverse here. This is also right. So statement 2 is correct. With the help of statement 2, statement 1 also correct. So statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1 in option second one and third one. So that option A is correct. Is it clear or any doubts? Shall I proceed for next question?
Clear, sir.
Right. See here, this is 2007 they are asking. So very so with the help of this condition, we have to solve this. All of you observe here, I'm going to do this question, important. See first option. Here also we can match the question when A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. Then what about that? Substitute here. Sine inverse, when A is equal to 1, sine inverse X will be. Plus cos inverse of Y cannot be changed. There is no A or B. Plus cos inverse of, what is B value here in first case? B value 0. When I substitute 0, cos inverse of 0 is equal to pi by 2. Now I want to simplify this. Cos inverse of 0 alone I am keeping left side. Pi by 2 minus sine inverse X minus cos inverse of pi. I want to take sine inverse cos inverse right side. Left side cos inverse 0. Shall I write cos inverse of 0 is equal to, actually cos inverse of 0 is 1. Okay, keep it as it is. Okay, can anyone tell that what is 90 minus sine inverse X? 90 minus cos sine inverse. Shall I write cos inverse X minus cos inverse Y? Since we know that this is direct formula, cos inverse X, cos inverse Y is cos inverse of xy plus root over 1 minus x square, root over 1 minus y square. That's it. So both sides you can cancel cos inverse, cos inverse. Left side is what? Left side is 0. Right side is what? xy plus, okay, plus root over 1 minus x square, root over 1 minus y square. Here xy you can take left side, minus xy is clearly equal to squaring on both sides. When I squaring on both sides here, 1 minus x square, 1 minus y square. Now multiply this, so x square y square is equal to 1 minus x square minus y square plus x square y square. Am I right? Now get cancelled. What is the equation you got? X square plus y square is equal to 1. Carefully how to do it. Okay, carefully how to do this, right? So I'm going to put this in the bracket. Okay. Okay, let us take, this is equation 1. I'll tell you why we can take it. So first one is x square plus y square is equal to 1 means A is tends to 1. And second one, A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 means what? Same, cos sine inverse x, cos inverse y. Here, but cos inverse of xy, in place of 0, you can take as xy. Student, all of you here, we can go through same, but in equation 1, right side is same. Same sine inverse x, sine inverse cos inverse y, I'm taking right side. Pi by 2 minus sine inverse minus cos inverse y, same pi by 2 minus cos, sine inverse will be cos inverse x minus cos inverse y. The equation 1 is same, but LHS alone, cos inverse of not 0 here, not 0, it is clearly xy because B value is 1. B value is 1, so cos inverse of 1 is x. We got like that. Right side is cos inverse of xy plus root over 1 minus x square, root over 1 minus y square. Is it clear? So cos inverse get cancelled. Shall I cancel here itself xy also? I want to cancel xy also. Left side is 0, right side is what? Root over 1 minus x square, root over 1 minus y square. Squaring on both sides. When I squaring on both sides, what? 1 minus x square into 1 minus y square is equal to 0. Take minus common. Shall we write this also can be written as x square minus 1, y square minus 1 is equal to 0. So nothing but B is clearly Q. A to P, P to Q alone. Then let us see the third and fourth. Third one is same again, A is equal to 1. A is equal to 1, but B is equal to 2. In same equation, like same RHS will be same in third bit also. Like right side, I am going to take same. After simplifying, you are going to get cos inverse of x by square root of 1 minus x square, square root of 1 minus y square. But left side, what is the B value here? B value is 2. So B value is 2, nothing but cos inverse of 2xy. Cos inverse of 2xy. So cos inverse cancel. 2xy is there. Here xy. This xy take left side. Finally, we get xy. Right side is 1 minus x square, 1 minus y square. Now squaring on both sides. We are going to get x square y square is equal to squaring on both sides and multiply here. So 1 minus x square minus y square plus x square y square. Squaring and multiplying get cancelled. So what is the equation we got again? X square plus y square is equal to 1. So in this question, not necessary that here C is equal to some option R and S, not like that. It is multiple questions will give same answer. So here C tends to again P. C tends to P. Let us see this D. D case A value is 2. A value is 2, nothing but here what to do here? Sin inverse 2x, sin inverse 2x. 1 minus 2x square we are going to get. So this D option you are going to get directly. See it. When I substitute here 2x whole square is 4x square. This is the right. D option is correct answer is this is correct. D to S. Is that clear? 2x whole square means 4x square. 4x square minus 1 y square. You can try this question as it is with the help of same formula. You'll get the answer. This is like easier moderate question. But whereas 2018 they asked this question, this is difficult, hard question. Not easy, not moderate. It is hard question, right? Difficult, right? See, they're given 6 options, that they're given 4 options, 1 to 6. In that we have to choose the correct options, like P is mapping to Q is mapping to like that. So the question is what? The range of F. First we have to find the range of domain of F, domain of G, range of F, range of G. For that, see here, f of x is equal to log e x by x minus 1. X by x minus 1. So to define the domain of this, f of x is equal to x by x minus 1 must be greater than 0. So no, log will be there. Log of this value must be greater than 0. Okay, for what value of x it will be greater than 0? X should not be 0. X should not be equal to 1. 0 and 1. So when x is more than 1 or x is lesser than 0, means when x is lesser than 0, negative by negative, positive. X is greater than 1 means positive by positive, 1, greater than 0. So minus infinity to 0, we cannot include 0 union, 1 to infinity. This is the, okay, domain for log, but f of x will be log of this value will be there. Log of this value. Okay, let us see. First, the x's exist for these values. Okay, this is first case. And let us see the E1. E1 they given by x by same x by x minus 1 is greater than 0. Next to E2. E2 means for every x belongs to E1, sin inverse of this one is a real number. Sin inverse, since we know that domain of sin inverse is minus 1 to plus 1. So minus 1 lesser than or equal to sin inverse x in place of x, log of x by x minus 1 is there. This is also right, lesser than or equal to. Right, base E will be there. So what I want to do is here I want to vanish that, eliminate the log by taking E, base is. So E, here log base E is there, get cancelled. Now here E power minus 1 is 1 by E, lesser than or equal to x by x minus 1, lesser than or equal to E power 1 is E. When I comparing these two, so what about the values here? Shall I take here, shall I write like this, x by x minus 1 greater than or equal to 1 by E. Take 1 by E is the left side, x by x minus 1 minus 1 by E greater than or equal to 1. Right. Now take LCM here. When I take LCM, we are going to get denominator x minus 1 into E. Xe minus of x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. Same, when I take x common, E minus 1 minus plus 1, minus into minus plus 1, divided by x minus 1 into e. Okay, greater than or equal to 0. It is also like greater than or equal to 0, so that what to do, if I equating the numerator to 0, from this numerator equating to 0, we are going to get x is minus 1 by e minus 1, otherwise 1 by 1 minus e. Okay. If I equating denominator is 0, x is equal to 1. So same here, all of you tell me here 1 by 1 minus e is highest value or 1 is highest value? Anyone? We got two x values. What about the highest value? Student, it is clearly negative value. Am I right? So 1 by 1 minus e here 1 is here. It is exist. Either the x value must be minus plus greater. So here it can be written as, from this case, minus infinity to 1 by 1 minus e union 1 to infinity. In the same way, I compared this first and second. I want to comparing last two. When I compare last two, just 2 minutes, students, I'm going to complete it. So this x by x minus 1 is lesser than or equal to e. You can take it one side. Otherwise, e minus x by x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. So here, take LCM, e into x minus 1 minus x by x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Again, here also same, greater than or equal to 0. If I equating denominator to 0, x is equal to, we get 1. Numerator to 0. What is the x value? Ex minus e minus x 0. X take common. X take common. When I take e minus 1 is equal to plus e. So x value is, here it is, x value is e by e minus 1. Okay, fine. E by e minus 1 is highest value, or 1 is highest value. In this case, x having two roots here. Again, 1 is here, e by e minus 1 is highest value. So it is greater than or equal to 0. The value of x must be positive, negative, positive. So what is the interval here? Say minus infinity to 1 union e by e minus 1 to infinity. So when I observe here, what is the common region for this interval? When I see here, the common value for the input for this interval, whatever I have written here. Okay, this interval can be written as minus infinity to 1 by e union 1 to e. So the combined region we are going to get that this value. Look at it. This value is minus infinity to 1 by e. The common region to e by e1 to. When I draw the real line, here minus infinity 1 by 1 minus e, here 1, here it is e by e minus 1 to infinity. So minus infinity, the common region. So the common region for what are the regions we got? For first one here, second one will be like this, The common region finally here to here and here to here. So minus infinity to 1 by 1 minus e union e by e minus 1 to infinity. So I have just simply drawn a real line for this interval, real line for above interval, this interval. The common interval will be this. This will be the common interval. Okay, they are asking the range of f. Range of f. Here range of f and the range of g. See, first we will see domain of R and S. See here, g function they given. G is given sine inverse of this. If I take in composite function g of x as like sine inverse of some value, it can be written as actually sine inverse of f of x. This is a composite. And also the range domain of f of x and g of x is given by f of x and g of x is given by this. So R is mapping to 1, S is mapping to 1. This domain already we got. This is the common region. Okay. And coming to the range will be what for this f? Range will be what? But the domain we got from, what is the domain we got? Minus infinity to 0, union 1 to infinity. So here we require to simplify this. We require to simplify, but it will take few steps for finding the domain and the g. Okay, sorry, the range of the f and the range of the g. So it's already 11:35. Okay. Okay, students, you can try to find the range. I think so. Finding domain is very important, and based on the domain, we will find the range. Finding the domain is very, very important. I hope that it is clear. Shall we